Hi everybody. It is late. It is very, very late right now and I'm super sleepy. But my life is so hectic right now, so I'm just stealing time where I can. So right now I have a little bit of time before I have to do a myriad of crap. So huge NS and non-scale victories this week. The first one, I reached my 180-pound goal. So I'm down 181 pounds. That's crazy. So I have 19 more pounds to go before I am officially 200 pounds down. And then I'm 31 pounds away from being, under 300. I mean, just the the thought of being under 300 pounds doesn't, it's what? Does that make any sense? Like, the thought of me being actively under 300 pounds is just, it does not compute for me. It doesn't. I'm just like, so to be, 299 pounds is crazy. So I am going to try my best to get, my goal of 299 pounds by August the 20th, but I am realistic. That's 31 pounds in 2 months. So I'm not going to be very upset with myself if I can't. I'm going to do the very best thing. I'm going to do the very best thing I can for myself right now. I'm taking progesterone right now to kind of help me regulate my girly stuff. So I was kind of warned that it is a possibility that I could gain some weight on this, even with the gastric bypass. So I'm a little leery about it, but I think my weight loss is always prominent, okay? Like, I'm always really scared to do anything that could affect my weight loss, but I need this if we want to try to get me, where I can have kids. So the first step was trying to get my periods to be regular. So they gave me progesterone to take for 10 days. And then after the 10th day, my body starts, I guess going through withdrawal, which will make me start my period. So that's what I'm taking, and I'm on like the 3rd day now. So needless to say, I am a hormonal wreck because I'm not used to having that much estrogen in my body. So I'm all like, I went to go see the other day, the second night of me taking it, I went to go see How to Train Your Dragon 2. I boo-hooed the entire movie. Yep. The entire movie, I boo-hooed the entire time. Just sniveled. It's like, I'm really sensitive to begin with, so I cry at a drop of a hat anyway. But for some reason, being on estrogen, it is so much worse because, like, I was just like a children's movie the entire time. I was just like, it's so beautiful. Oh no, just my husband is laughing his ass off at me, and I'm just like. So on other news, So yeah, I reached my 180-pound goal. I am looking forward to trying to hit 299. Like I said, I'm not too terribly concerned if I don't reach it by my surgiversary, which is August the 20th. But if I can, or at least get semi-close, I'd be really, really happy. I'd be really, 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 really happy. But I'm moving and, you know, getting used to a new place, and I gotta pick up my thyroid medicine. I've been on my thyroid medicine for a few days, so I've gotta go pick that up. It's a bunch of malarkey. Malarkey. I wish I would have done a grocery haul because I got some really good stuff the other day. I went back to the store and I picked up, well, I went to the commissary because it's cheaper, and picked up my favorite hummus. I picked up 2 things of those. I picked up more carrots. I picked up, sorry, my eyes are just so, picked up more carrots. I picked up, I picked up like 2 of the little, like they come in like 5s. I think it was like 5 of the P3s, so I picked up 2 of the 5 thingies, the little case thing it came in, for the P3s because they were $1.17 a pop. You can't beat that. If you guys lived in my area, I'd hook you up, but you don't. Lena. So, because honestly, they fill me up, and they're like no food. I mean they're like 2 ounces, which I'm really happy with, and they just feel, they really fill me up. Something else I wanted to kind of talk about is that my pouch feels weird the last, I'm gonna say 3 to 4 days. I got stuck on some bratwurst. Like, I had made my husband bratwurst to come home one night, and I had taken a little bite of it. I think I told this story already. I'm tired. But I had taken a bite of it, and I guess I didn't chew it well enough, or my stomach just didn't like it, but I don't. On a piece about this big. Like, so yeah, I jumped on it, and it was horrific, and I was sick for like an hour and a half until I forced myself to vomit. Really, we don't really vomit. So, like, I would say regurgitating like a bird. Just bleh. Does that make any sense? Bleh. Yeah, that's an attractive thing for me to share. Bleh. Alright. Anyway, so and then, you know, we went to his mom's house to try to clean up the garage and get everything all set up so when we move there we'll be good. And she made the most delicious salmon. It was grilled salmon out on the patio. And it was, I mean, it was moist and falling apart and just gorgeous, and it made my ass sick. I was so sick. I had broccoli and salmon, and I only had like a piece of salmon, maybe about this, about the yay big. And a couple broccoli florets, and that's all I had, and it made me sick. And I was so sad because that shit tasted good as hell. And then today, I got a Caesar salad, and like, I always get the dressing on the side, so if I want dressing, you know, I can just kind of in it, and it wasn't going. So they brought me broccoli and cheddar, and I also could not eat that. So I was like, I give up. I just fucking give up. So I think my pouch is either just really tight right now, or maybe it's agitated inflammation. I don't know. But it's making me a sad panda. And oh yeah, God, like the whole reason I got on here, you could tell I'm tired. The whole reason I got on here was to talk about, you know, what I've been doing. So yesterday, no, it'll be, today was yesterday, so 2 days ago, yeah, Sunday, Sunday. Sunday. Ha. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday, I went to Roseville to, like I said, try to clean out all the garages and stuff and get ourselves more acclimated to move. And, we needed to go pick up something at, CVS. We needed to go pick up stuff at CVS. And so I go to CVS and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go to CVS. And Matthew's like, why don't you just drive us there? It's right up the street. And I'm like, I haven't driven in like 9 years because I was in a horrific car accident and I've been absolutely terrified to drive. Like, I'm not joking with you, like, so scared. I was holding my breath, like, while other people are driving, like, clutching onto stuff while other people are driving, closing my eyes while other people are driving. That's the kind of terrified of driving I am. And I have to yawn. Ugh. And, so I got behind the wheel, and I mean, I'm just shaking, and I'm just like, oh God, we're gonna get hit. We're gonna get hit. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I'm just so nervous, and like, I feel like I'm gonna get sick, and I feel terrible, and I'm like crying, and he's just petting my shoulder, and he's like, it's okay, I'm here. If it gets too much, we'll pull over, and I'll got hair all over everything, which is making me itchy. He's like, if we need to, I'll pull over and I'll start driving. And I was like, well, he said it's only like 2 miles away. And I was like, I guess I could drive like 2 miles away. So yeah, so we went to CVS and I drove there. And it was alright. And then I drove back. And I mean, it was nerve-wracking, but it was okay. So then he wanted to go out again that night. He wanted to go out and see a movie, and I was kind of like, okay, we'll drive us there. And he's like, no, you're gonna drive us there, it's not that far. And like I said, I haven't actually driven a car in 9 years, so it was really, really scary for me, and I was terrified the entire freaking time. And so that's what we did. I actually drove all the way through town to the movie theaters, and we went and saw Neighbors. Alright, I like ridiculous just to be ridiculous, but that was terrible. That movie was ass. I mean, it was just stupid just to be stupid. There was only like one really funny part that I found hilarious, and it was probably because Seth Rogen got hurt in it. And it was the fight scene. Other than that, I was just kind of like, no. So, I was not enjoying it. No. So, and then I drove at night. I did. So, I drove to the movie theaters, and then by the time we were out of the movie theaters, it was after 10. So, I got to drive us back to the house at night. So, I drove like 4 times that day. And then today we got home, and he was like, drive us down, because I need boxes and stuff to move, and like there was some other stuff that I needed to do, and so he was like, why don't you drive us? And I was like, God, because here there's a lot of traffic, and I'm scared, like I'm actively like frightened, but I did it anyway. I got in the car, I started it, I took a big deep breath, and just drove. I drove all around town just a little bit, away from my house, and got myself more acclimated. And then I brought him here because he has PT at the base, and he needed to be there by like 2 o'clock. I drove to base, and that was pretty far. Like, that wasn't just up the street. Like, that was actually pretty damn far, and I made it there, and those roads are busy as hell. So, for me to actually be in a lot of traffic and having to switch lanes and everything, it was an amazing feeling, and he loved it. He loved me actively driving us because, you know, getting over my fear. And it's a huge fear of mine because that accident was probably, it is so traumatic for me to even talk about. Like, I can't even talk about it right now. But hold on a second. I'm hella thirsty. I don't know if it's the progesterone or not, but I'm like feeling verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm like the queen of And I swear to God, my face is never as itchy as it is when I'm sitting here on the camera. I probably never touch my face until I get on the damn camera and I'm like, like I've got fleas or something. We're moving early. We're actually moving by the 23rd instead of, so we're moving like 4 days early. Because they've switched Matthew's schedule to where we're off Sunday, Monday instead of Friday, Saturday. And he's doing it during the day. Hence the reason I'm up, because there's no way I would be able to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning right now when I'm used to sleeping in till almost 11. So I'm trying to get my schedule a little, mother of God. What else? Anything else? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. No, I don't really. Okay, I was like, are they foggy? No, they're just dirty. Alright, well, I'll play with that in a minute. There's really nothing else for me to talk about other than I am probably the happiest I have been in a very, very long time. I'm really happy. I'm really comfortable. I'm being me. I am absolutely just being me. And it feels good. It feels really good. Oh yeah, I went to the gym today because I had to take Matthew to PT, and we went to the gym on base, and I got on their recumbent bike, and I did 6.42 miles in 35 minutes. My legs were screaming. It was really painful, but awesome. You know, but I wasn't even dressed for like PT or anything. Like, no, you know, I wasn't dressed for working out. I was dressed in something halfway decently nice. And I could have stayed in the car and just, you know, played on my phone. And then I was like, you know what? No. I have a gym sitting right in front of me. Get your ass out and go do something. So I'm sure, like, a lot of people that were in there were like, why is she wearing really nice clothes on the bike? And I was like, because I can. Don't you wish you looked like this? Not everybody can be fashionable while doing stuff, while working out. Did you see my workout shirt? OMG. I was gonna tell you, some asshole mentioned that because the shirt is an extra large, and they were like, yeah, because it's stretchy. And I was like, no fucking duh. It's a fucking workout shirt. It's a fitted workout shirt. It's stretchy. God. Like I didn't realize that material was stretchy. Like, I'm retarded and didn't understand that a fitted shirt is not going to be the type of material that would not be stretchy. Hello? McFly. But anyway. Rude. Why people always gotta rain on somebody else's parade? Like, why? It didn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Why? Somebody explain that to me. Because it didn't make no damn sense. Alright, this video is hella long, so I am gonna go because I'm tired. I'm just rambling. But that is what's going on with me in 20 minutes or less. Bye.